Today, 6 lucky winners of the Virgin Media Pioneers competition have the opportunity to meet and talk to Richard Branson. It's going to be an exciting day.
My name is Matthew Lovett and I'm the Managing Director of Wow Media, which has grown into a company that's operating in over 5 countries.
My name is Jessica Anuna. I run a magazine called Anuna Rose Magazine. It's a fashion magazine predominantly about celebrity fashion, young fashion, behind the scenes, catwalk, young fashion, fabulous, everything.
My name's Sebastian Thiel. I run an organisation called It's Upshot, which is a youth entertainment brand and culture. The main thing we do is online TV, on and off projects and events, and we sell merchandise which is called Upshot Clothing.
I'm Jamal Edwards, I'm 20 years old. I run SBTV, which is an online youth broadcaster.
My name is Lesley Macintosh. I run CharityGoods.com and the Young Songwriters Competition. We've raised £5 million for BBC Children in Need, and we're hoping over the next 5 years to make the Young Songwriters Competition in every single school.
My name's Shadrack Straker. I run a company called Identical Difference Limited, which focuses on the integration of different aspects of the community through a flamboyant, vintage, urban style. My company aims to make a difference to society through clothing.
Oh yeah!
Out of loads of entrepreneurs across the country got this opportunity. How are you feeling emotionally about being able to do this?
Emotionally, my heart is really beating.
Okay.
I'm excited but nervous.
Massively honoured, excited, overwhelmed. I mean, it's just an absolute privilege to get to meet Richard Branson, one of my role models for so many years.
Is there anything specific that you want to kind of like gain from meeting him?
I suppose kind of a bit of it, his experience and what he's learned through running his company, and so hopefully I can take stuff back from that so I don't make same mistakes if he's made any, and yeah, kind of just learn from what he's learned.
I'm going to try and ask questions that you really can't get from books, because I feel that a lot of people are going to ask questions that you can find in his autobiography.
Mostly I'm looking forward to though learning about personal branding and how you really get yourself out there and how you get people to buy into your brand.
I'm not going to lie, it would be nice to slip my business plan in on the side as well, and that's what I'm here for.
Alright, okay.
Big leap.
What was your biggest fear when setting up your company, and how did you overcome it?
When you're building a business from scratch without financial backing, there's only one word that really matters, and that is I've forgotten the word now. It's survival, basically. So you just got to fight to survive. Most businesses, but most businesses you don't survive. I mean, like about 9 out of 10 people, businesses go collapse, and so you just got to do everything you can to try to make sure you survive. If you can survive, for maybe 2 or 3 years, it's likely that you should be able to survive for a long time.
As I've got a big youth audience, like, what would you do and how would you do? Like, what would you do and how would you do it to create a successful organisation as yours?
There are some people who would just specialise in what they're currently doing. There are other people who are sort of true entrepreneurs who think, okay, well look, we've got this big audience. Let's offer them great value for money in a whole lot of different areas. I'm slightly more the latter kind of person. It's more fun to try new things as well. So I think saying yes is a lot more fun than saying no. So just carry on as you are, and if you can produce clothes like that, you'll be doing great. I'll buy some. Actually, I need it.
What do you think makes you think how you think?
I think it's partly experience. When a new project comes our way, I just would have had years of experience of trying things, and that'll make me decide on whether it's a good idea or not. But I think you know, as business leaders, I think the most important thing you can do is listen. I mean, like, there's no point in you telling your staff what you're thinking. Just draw them out all the time. And the really great leaders, I think, are just fantastic listeners.
We've always self-funded and been quite successful. We raise money for children's charities. Do you recommend that we carry on self-funding, or are there times when you go to a big business and ask for sponsorship, even though you're probably going to lose some control?
I've self-funded for years. It's obviously sweatier self-funding, but the upside of self-funding is that you know, you're keeping ownership, and if you're building every year a bit, you know, getting a bit bigger, obviously, hopefully your net worth is going up just because you've managed to keep the ownership. If you're not sure about the future, maybe a good time to bring in a partner or cash in some chips.
How do you make yourself into a brand that people want to buy into?
First of all, you've got to get the product right. I mean, so you build a reputation. I mean, when we took over Virgin Trains, the product was absolutely ghastly. Now, 10 years later, there's nearly 34 or 35 million people using them every year. You know, we've got new trains. You know, the staff are motivated. They're proud of the company, and therefore the brand has been enhanced because of that. The people in those companies are as much the product as anything. So they've got to be really well motivated and believe in what they're doing. Virgin, we do believe in having fun and enjoying what we're doing, and doing it with a smile, not taking ourselves too seriously, and that's all the sort of icing on the cake there.
On that note, please, a big hand for Sir Richard Branson. Just getting a bit echoey here.
There was a real feverish excitement amongst the pioneers or the entrepreneurs who wanted to meet you here today. And I just wanted to know, did you get that sense of excitement from them?
Well, I was excited to meet them. They seemed a delightful group with lots of fantastic ideas and fantastic projects. Interested, I think, in seeing where I'd slipped up over the years and what they could learn from, not to make the same mistakes as I'd made, and maybe also to learn a bit from our successes as well.
Do you see similarities when you started your first business?
It very much reminded me of when I started out in business, except they dress a lot better than I did. I think I still dress very much as I dressed when I started out, but they look very, very slick.
Was there anybody or any of the pioneers and their ideas or individuals that really stood out for you?
I have some business propositions from at least one of them. Because this particular individual did stand out, I took the trouble to slip off to the house and have a read through his business proposition, rather than just hand it over to somebody else. I think he's going to go a long way. For
all the entrepreneurs who are going to be watching this show, the pioneers especially, I'd like to know from you, what are your top 3 tips for success in business?
If you're going to set up a business, first of all, make sure that you're going to make a difference in other people's lives, and you're going to create something that really is going to sort of shake up an industry. The next thing is surround yourself with great people. Be good at motivating people. Look for the best in people. Praise people. Don't criticize people. And then, you know, you've got your people, you've got your business. Make sure you can market it and get out and, you know, make sure you get on the front pages of the newspapers, make a fool of yourself, do anything you can to get your business on the map. Now everybody knows about your business, they're all buying your products, your staff are happy, you can go on holiday.
Give us a roundup of how you think the day went for you.
I don't know what to say to that, like, speechless.
I've kind of like dreamed about it for ages, like me and Richard Branson, my role model, who's been my role model for as long as I can remember. So it's been amazing to kind of meet him and ask him questions that I've been dying to ask him.
It's been a once in a lifetime opportunity for me to actually sit down and talk to Richard Branson about business, about finance, about how to start a company. So he's definitely given me some things to think about moving my company forward.
For those who have not quite joined yet, or those who don't understand the benefits that have come from being a Virgin Media pioneer, what would you say the benefits are and how it really has helped you?
It's provided a platform for me to let people know what I do and give advice to other young people.
I've only been part of the website a week, and I've been able to have this amazing opportunity to come to Richard Branson's house.
I'm so happy that there's something out there that Virgin Media pioneers.
The Virgin pioneers themselves are fascinating people.
If you're not utilising Virgin Media pioneers to the full capacity, you're missing out on plenty of opportunities.
Everyone else that is not a Virgin Media Pioneers and is watching this, you need to sign up to get chances like this.